Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess. Baby. Let's see what messages Spirit has for the High Priestess Collective today. Thank you, Spirit, Guides, Guardian Angels, Ancestors, Archangel Michael. Please help me in pulling insights for the High Priestess Collective, highest timelines, highest messages for the High Priestess Collective. Oh, this is so, ooh, there's a surprise card under that. Do you see it? I didn't even know. It looked like one card. Okay, before I even look, this energy, do you see this? If you're just listening, the card says good fortune. This energy is following this collective. In the members reading, you guys remember that gold fortunate card came out and I compared it to this other card in the Kipper deck? Like, this card is following this collective, which makes me think, it honestly makes me think that most of you are moving through some sort of transition. There's some sort of change that's happening. And I feel like this is Spirit being like, keep going. Otherwise, it's like, why would this keep coming up? This like repeated fortune, repeated turn of the wheel, repeated gold. It's like, keep going. You're very, very close to something. Do you know how close I think you are? Days. This is the full moon card over here at the bottom of the deck. That's a card number 11. 11 is that master manifestor energy. That came out in the reading yesterday. Something about your intuitive transitioning, following your intuition through this navigation. It feels like you're in it. It's like, I don't even know that you're starting a transition. It feels like you are in it already. And this is saying like that intuitive transitioning and navigation that you're trusting will be rewarded. Claim that. My intuitive direction will be rewarded. Full moon is on Monday. That's why I said days. It's Thursday when I'm recording this, so Thursday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days. Okay, good fortune. We love seeing this. Yes. This is also the death card. 13. So it is some sort of transformation, transition. And it's this reminds me of the High Priestess because it's almost like a triple moon energy. There's this moon energy with the 3 drops of water. So it's High Priestess to me. Ooh, and the shift. This is what I'm talking about. It makes me feel like you are in the middle of a paradigm shift, of a paradigm transitioning. This is also the Hermit card. So again, it keeps falling back on this theme of the changes that you are implementing from your intuition, from your inner gut, your instincts, your hunch, you know? It's leading you to a paradigm shift. See, this is one side of living, one way of living. It feels like you're in the vortex of this transition. And over here is a new paradigm, a new reality. It's a new, well, you know what else? It's a new identity. The full moon in Aries on Monday, it is hitting its first house energy. So your first house is also being impacted. And I think, of course, first house in your astrology chart, it is your identity. It's like rising sign energy. It's like how people perceive you, but it's also the energy in which you move through the world. It's like it is a superpower that you can use. You don't have to use it all the time. Mine is Aries. My rising and my first house is Aries. So it's very fiery. It's very initiator. It's like, get shit started. Let's go. We can move this. Let's, it's, but I've had to like learn how and when to use that, and it is a superpower because a lot of people have ideas and desires and dreams. But if you don't have the initiation, the fire or the earth energy to get things moving in action, those things don't come to fruition, And I'm saying this because I think that there's some sort of first house energy. There's an aspect of your first house or your rising sign that can work in conjunction or is working in conjunction with your intuitive transitioning that's leading you to good fortune. This is also Spirit saying like, don't stop. Get it, get it. For real though, this is Spirit saying don't stop, because you are in the middle of this shift. And see, and when these cards came out, I thought it was just the good fortune card, and that got me so excited, right? When I picked up the good fortune, I picked up the card, that's when I felt the other card. Otherwise, I didn't. Looking at the card, I would not have known that there was the shift attached to it. The shift underneath it. I would not have known. Do you know what else this feels like, Pisces? Is like, so I'm feeling like a little under the weather, so I'm sorry if I keep clearing my throat. This also makes me think that something fortuitous or auspicious is going to present itself. And when you reach out and grab it, a greater shift than you expected is going to occur. And now this good fortune card, of course, it can be a financial or contractual situation, right? And you know what? I am projecting whatever your financial manifestation and wish is. I hope that you get it. I'm sprinkling my own fairy dust on that. I hope you get it and more, you know? So I also feel like sometimes we wish for something reasonable when we could be wishing for limitlessness, you know? But if this is not financial or contractual, this is like the situation, a gift, a turn of events, something that brings change and joy to your life, you know? So it could be like a health thing. It could be like a meeting someone that kind of like ignites soul energy and everything starts shifting. So of course this could be fortune in the literal sense, but like this really can be fortune however you see fortune. Could even be like some sort of role change here, because it's full moon in Aries is that first house energy. Okay, smash that love button. What are you doing? Claim this energy. We got 11 out here, 13 and 9. 11, 13, and 9 are all prime. So you are in your prime manifesting energy, baby, baby. Can any of those be? No, that's what prime is. Right. Okay. Let's get some more magic on this. I actually really love how these cards, these simple little cards on this simple little tablecloth. I love it. This dusty rose. It's also interesting that the good fortune and the shift card, it's yellow, which is solar plexus. So it seems like twofold. What, you know, this, whatever you believe you are worthy of, that's like something coming up here. And what you end up receiving may also shift your perception of what you are worthy of. It's like when you manifest something big, but you get something even better. Okay. Show me that shift. The Magician. What the F is going on? What the F? Okay. This is really you. This is you being the one who's like, oh my God, I am in control of this. Oh my God, I am the one creating these portals and transitions and results, like heavy emphasis on the results in the 3D. Okay, Magician energy is Gemini. It's also Virgo. It's Mercurial energy. So I'm going to get a little specific here. For some of you, the ones that, for the people who this is really going to hit, this is through contract. It's some sort of contract. And a contract can, because it's mercurial, it can be a verbal agreement that you make with someone collaboratively, or it's a formal signing. And the formal signing of it, it's like opportunity is the good fortune, signing it is the shift, and then it's like new reality, new life. You may even, there could also be like a geological shift, like having to relocate for this opportunity. Show me the Magician, the shift. Alternatively, the shift could be coming from somebody who's very, very resourced and able to use resources as a means to create change. And it's like being delivered through you. You're like part of the project. Yeah, wow, 3 of Cups. Cause for celebration. It looks like there's more than one person involved here. Though, like, this is 100% like your energetic work paying off. It does look like there's more than one person involved. It's also the energy of community celebration, people who love you cheering for this change, which is nice. That's nice to see. There's like an there is an unexpected, how do you say this? There's an unexpected element here. There's an unexpected element that comes from the shift. Say that differently. The unexpected element. 7 of Swords. This actually makes me think it's needing less where you're going. There's the unexpected shift. This actually kind of looks like someone's guard gets let down. There's like a packing up and not needing as much as you thought you would need in terms of defenses or strategy. Something's a little lighter. It's like a little more fluid, and it might be a result of the person you're getting involved with has like a very like a fluid system. This also could be like you set yourself up, like how you set your mindset and either your resources or your life is situated in a way. If you've been living very intentionally over the last 18 months, 13 months, there's something about the intentionality that you've been living in, the embodiment of that, that's actually making the shift smoother or easier. And that's also catching you by surprise, because this feels like the intentionality that you've been applying to your life over the last 13 to 18 months. So what would that be? What am I in? October. Wow. So like since last April? Like not this year, but like April last year. The intentionality that you've been living in, you may have thought that you were called to live in that intentionality for one reason, which was true, but it actually was building you up to this smooth transition. So it's one of those things when like spirit leads us to do something, say something, start something, and we think like we assign purpose to it. Like, oh, this is going to help my mental health. This is going to help my spiritual health. This is going to help my physical health. And it does. But then like a year and change down the road, that habit or hobby or initiation that you began, that lifestyle shift, no matter how small it is, and it ends up being like the lead reason why something else is so smooth or something is so fluid, something so much better. So is there anything else you could tell me on that? I would look back, 5 of Pentacles. Oh my God. So any area of your life between April of 2024 to October 2024, if there was any area of your life where you were experiencing lack, and let's just say lack, it could be financial, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna shift up my finances here, saving, budgeting, investing, raising my ticket prices or whatever. But it can also be like people or behaviors that are tied to lack, like hoarding, you know? So if you went on like a deep declutter last year, it's things like that, behaviors like that, where you're like, I'm starting this new behavior so that I can begin detaching from mindsets, words, and behaviors that really are rooted in this. So it's not as blatant as like someone being like, I don't have enough money for that. This kind of feels like a little bit of a behavior that you notice, like I collect all these bags, you know, I save all these bags, and now I've like hoarded 50 bags, and it's like, do I fucking need this? No, I'm acting like I'm never going to see a bag again. There's a little bit of a deeper introspection around a behavior, a habit, words that you were saying back then. The other way you can interpret this too is like, 5 of Pentacles is change in regards to your relationship to the material realm. The material realm is your body. It's food, money, house, home. It's the way you engage with objects, items. So between last April and last October, if there was a shift in how you relate to any of those things, that shift is actually making this shift easier. And it's almost like, wow, I was so wise back then to do that, and I had no idea that was going to serve this now. Okay, anything else on that Five of Pentacles? That feels pretty complete. Yeah, it's a new way of doing something. Even the bottom of the deck, Three of Wands, new way of doing something. That feels pretty clear and confirmed. And it's like whatever you replaced, whatever behavior you replaced last April to October, whatever you shifted it out for, it was actually octaves higher than you could identify at the time. Whatever new habit, hobby, way of living, investment, lifestyle shift you started, this also can be small, but the energy tied to it is octaves higher than your humanness recognized at the time. Because a minor arcana decision resulting in a major arcana archetype is ascension. And ascension is like your higher self, your soul elevates. And because that's elevating, your material realm and your body are also going to elevate. But it does look like kind of like you didn't even realize at the time that that's what was happening. Or that's what was going to be this thing that filters so much fluidity to this bigger change. Big emphasis on change, because this is a card of Uranus, you know, and Uranus is this like, let me do this on my side. Let me do this a little different than everyone else around me. So that's also how you're going to know, is like whatever this change was back then, April through October, it's something different that like the people around you have never done or experienced, or like they do it completely differently. So whatever unique thing you brought into your life last year, it's actually contributing to this significant shift this year around this full moon. Okay, let's get into the fortune. Show me this good fortune. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn it back around. Yeah, Four of Cups, surprise. The energy of this card actually looks like as you're learning or as you're like grounded in something, you've accepted something. That's when this good fortune comes in. Three of Cups. Wow. What is that Three of Cups? Can you show me the Three of Cups? There's like an element of peace here. Like you kind of, this looks like the energy of somebody who's accepted a version of reality and has found contentment in it. Maybe not like the utmost joy, but there is joy. There's boring aspects of this too. When you enter the energy of boredom, you're actually entering the portal of creativity. And most people avoid boredom at all costs. We like grab our phone, that dopamine hit. Boredom is actually the portal to your highest levels of creativity. And it kind of looks like that's what this is. It's like there's an acceptance of mundane. There's an acceptance of really like the peaceful energy associated with a non-exciting day-to-day practice. And as you're in that, something surprising comes in. This good fortune comes in. Star, wish fulfillment comes in. Okay, show me this let's do this. Go back here. Show me this Four of Cups, a little more clarity on the good fortune. King of Pentacles. Big Taurus energy. That's the mastery of the material realm. There's something, this really has started because you changed something about the material realm. Your relationship to something material last year. You began changing it. And now this good fortune energy is showing up in your material realm. This is crazy. Five of Pentacles to King of Pentacles. That's a crazy difference. This could also be coming from a Taurus energy. If you have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, boss, leader, manager, consultant you're working with, they come in, there's like an energy of beautiful news that comes in from them. Show me that King of Pentacles energy. Who is that? What is this? Oh my God, all the men are coming out. It's raining men. Hallelujah. Empress underneath the King of Cups. Emperor landed on the King of Pentacles. Mastery of the material realm. Okay, this is either putting you in a big leadership position. Emperor, Aries. Full moon, Aries. This is putting you in more of a leadership energy. Or this person is a big old leader. Big old leader. And there's something about your, man, this story feels funny, but if you are a little like fringe, I love it. If you are a little fringe, and that could just be like socially, right? You might not be fringe appearing, fringe presenting. But if you know that when you speak about your priorities and your values and the way in which you look at the world and work in the world and interact with energy, if you know that's a little fringe, which if you're watching me, I gotta assume, I have to assume that. If this is not you, there's a person or a team or an opportunity that has been attracted to you as a result of that fringe perspective or fringe behavior or fringe lens in a positive way. It's like that Uranus alternative. I do things my own way. This is like the way it works for me, you know? It's that energy that has attracted this good fortune, this offer, this person, this team, or this opportunity to you. This really looks like there could even be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 5. I'm going to say portals. There's 5 portals. There's 5 gateways available to you, but in this full moon energy. So this could also be like multiple opportunities in different areas of your life coming through as a result of that one material change last year. And one of the aspects that's making this very, one of the traits that is on the table that seems to be making you magnetic, or a reason for this magnetism, is your ability to maintain routine, maintain focus, maintain priority or values despite storms, despite obstacles. But I think that that's something that wasn't always there. I think that there used to be a little bit of tidal wave energy where you get knocked off and then feel like you have to start all over again. For some people here, there's an energy that shows you allow yourself maybe to get knocked down by the wave, and now you know how to get back up. Whereas before you might have been like taken out by the current in a negative way versus like a flow way. Can you show me more on this King of Pentacles Emperor? Guys. Okay. The Tower is gold. So there's also this energy of this shift is gold. Gold, this came up in the members reading, never loses value. This could even be something that's followed you in a past life as like a karmic retribution, karmic gift that you get to redeem now for completing some sort of karmic death and rebirth cycle. If you had to sacrifice something significant, maybe even 3 things, 3 significant sacrifices over the last few years, especially if you did this over the last 18 months, 3 significant sacrifices. There's something gold coming in, and it's ejecting you from one reality. It's ejecting you from this, this reality is so attractive to me, that this person's sitting at the base of a tree, reading and learning, while also like their job is to guard these 3 cups, but not guard in a way that they need swords, just guard like kind of like babysitting, monitor, So there's a very peaceful, no frill energy here. This is a lot of frill though. This is like Emerald City, baby. You're not in Kansas anymore. If you're from Kansas watching, please drop it in the comments below. I love Kansas. There's a Wizard of Oz museum that I have my eyes on that I want to go visit. It's west of Kansas City. Tower. Yeah, there it is again. You are being ejected. You are being ejected. There's also this, you'll know, if you're already here, you really know what I'm about to say. This is like when you wait online at an amusement park for a ride for like 2 hours. And then when you get your ass in the seat, all of a sudden your stomach starts fluttering. The ride hasn't even started, but you have this holy fuck moment where you're like, okay, well, there's like no turning back now. I like actually have to go through the ride. There's a little bit of an energy of this, where it's like, it's something you want. It is desirable. And there's also this energy of, as you're preparing for it, accepting it is like one thing, but the energy of like when it actually arrives is like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Now I have to buckle up, make sure this is buckled up. Somebody check this 3 times, please. Make sure I'm not going to fall out of the ride. So there's this like nervous anticipation. There's also excitement associated with this. There's an old burden that's being released, or Pisces, if it's not an old burden, a mode or gear is shifting in the way in which you used to work. It looks a little bit like by hand was the previous way. And this is a shift into scaling into a more efficient way. But it was like by hand, it had to happen before. There was something by hand you had to do before. And maybe that just means like solo, or just you, or like, you know, less systems, less machines or something. But this shift is actually now like, we no longer do this by hand, we do this by system. Because the systems open up more opportunities. This person, if this is not you, this person knows what the fuck, knows what to do with you, and knows where to put you. And if this is you rising into the energy of recognizing when transitions are taking place, recognizing by hand is no longer going to work. Automation and systems is now the way I need to go. There's some sort of scaling of your time, effort, energy, and I think leadership or resources. Show me one more on that energy. That felt a little sophisticated. Death. Okay, so that's a big confirmation. So if it's like not by hand, it could also be by foot. It's like moving from like the page to the night. It goes from by foot to by horse. Significant difference, right? So there's something about, it's also like changing of the guard. The way in which you used to do something by hand, by foot is now automation, by horse. It's faster. One more on that. Okay, you're either this contract shows that, or there's like an outline of like how this takes place. But the Ace of Swords is also from divinity. It's from the universe being like, we're gonna drop the exact right idea or message or confirmation or system or change in your claircognizance. So there is this like energy of like the way you used to do something or work or endure, kind of burdensome or very challenging. It required a lot of you, a lot of focus, a lot of tunnel vision, a lot of eliminating distraction. And this shift here allows for that like heavy focus to go back a gear, where there can be a little bit of an autopilot situation taking place. So there's some relief here for you. This really is the universe giving you an assist too. Show me a little bit more on that Emperor. 7 of Cups. So the rose has been chosen. Or you are the rose, or you're getting the rose. Rose is highest vibration. It's also divine feminine. It's creation energy. And then Temperance is at the bottom. So it's like balance and healing. Subconscious, conscious, and that's Mars. The choices that you're making here are an elevation from the version that you used to be. The scalability, being able to see more and choose higher is on the table. This is where your conscious and your subconscious are bridging. And there's an opportunity for a castle to be moved into or selected. And a castle is like, in the spiritual realm, castle represents an extension of you, just like your home does. But a castle is like, there's so many portals, there's so many rooms of creativity, there's so much more space to explore. And there's also this like regality, royalty associated with it. So if we come back to that solar plexus energy, this could be like the work of your self-worth journey is also transitioning the representation of your vessel. So that could be a bodily change. It also could be like a change in the way your home looks, or the type of home you are in, or your relationship to the exploration of that vessel and what it's able to do. Anything I'm missing here? Good fortune. Okay, there is this energy of coming out of silence, out of hermit mode, out of hiding, out of the darkness. So there's visibility associated with this. Yeah, 6 of Wands, visibility associated with this. So it's applying everything you've learned, but being witnessed in it. This could be platform energy. The Hermit in reverse, 6 of Wands, is like being visible on your platforms, on your social medias, on your YouTube, in advertising and promotions and marketing. This is also like an energy of public speaking, right? Or teaching even. And no matter what it is, there's like a victorious energy here, a celebratory energy. People like look forward to this. People look forward to you speaking. People are looking forward to seeing you. Even if you don't see that. That's so interesting. There's a little bit of an energy here of like, you do better when you don't think of that stuff. You do better when you go into the portal of the mind that allows you to get into that laser focus mode. You do better when you do that versus thinking about this stuff. Show me that. Focusing on what it is that you need to do versus like a result. Yeah. This is a very admirable energy, Knight of Pentacles. It's like, I will do what it takes, slow and steady, methodically, analytically. I'm grounded in this process. I understand the power of horsepower, and I also understand the power of slowness, or a pace at which I can see. Anything else? Closing energy for Pisces. Okay, there's that 10 of Wands at the bottom, and King of Swords. This Aquarius energy, which is also ruled by Uranus. So this is very different. This is, you might be doing this like shift, could be you doing the same thing that you've been doing, same line of work, or even if this is like a relationship situation, it's interesting because it's coming up as a different type of person. It's a different way now. And if this is work, career, body, same thing. It's like employing an aspect of the mind that allows this, the goal is the same, but the process is different and it's more efficient. And that's transformation right there. I very much like this one, as usual, but it's nice when there's no like fuckery coming through. Okay, Pisces, guess what? Happy October. For October only, I have readings open. After October, they're going to be closed until Pisces season in February. So if you would like to book a reading, you can book at the first link in the pinned comment below. These are limited. I can't do like 3 or 4 readings every day. There's just a handful each week. So if you want yours, this is like the time. Book now. I already posted this in the Patreon. They got like first dibs, and some of my friends messaged me about it last night. So if you want it, you got it. You book now. Can't wait to read for you. Can't wait to play with you. Pisces, hold my hands. Take a gentle inhale through your nose. And a soft release out through the mouth. I'm sending you so much Reiki love and healing. Savor your stillness, your peace. Foofy. and claim this big, big, big energy, Pisces. I claim my good fortune. Drop it in the comments to claim it. Yes, Pisces, this is yours. I'm sprinkling fairy dust on it, okay? I'll see you later.